Welcome back to Anigo, where we deliver anime recaps on the go, giving you the best of your favorite series in under 30 minutes. In today's episode, we're diving deep into the life of Kafka Hibino, an average Joe who suddenly finds himself with kaiju powers he must keep hidden to survive. This is a wild ride through a world where monstrous beings threaten humanity, and one man must balance his humanity with the terrifying power within. Get ready for our recap of Kaiju No. 8. The anime starts as Kafka Hibino, a 32-year-old man stuck in a rut, works for the professional Kaiju Cleaning Corps, a job that has him cleaning up the remains of kaiju after battles. Far from the heroic aspirations of his youth, Kafka once dreamed of joining the Japan Defense Force, or the JDF, alongside his childhood friend Mina Ashiro, who has since become a top officer. However, life takes a drastic turn when Kafka encounters a tiny parasitic kaiju that forces its way into his body, giving him the ability to transform into a kaiju himself, a form later labeled Kaiju No. 8 by authorities. Kafka's transformation sets him on a path fraught with danger as he grapples with his new powers and the ever-present fear of being discovered by the JDF, who would hunt him down as a monster. This internal conflict drives the story, making Kafka a deeply relatable character as he tries to protect his humanity while wielding the power of a creature he once sought to destroy. Kafka Hibino is your quintessential underdog. At 32, he's working a job that's about as exciting as watching paint dry, cleaning up after kaiju attacks. Kafka's dream was always to become a hero and join the defense force, but instead, he's stuck in a role that's about as far from heroic as you can get. His life is a cycle of monotony and missed opportunities. Imagine grinding through endless hours at a job that's the opposite of glamorous while watching others live out your dreams. That's Kafka. His daily grind is as much about battling his own sense of inadequacy as it is about cleaning up kaiju debris. It's like being stuck in a game where you keep getting stuck on the same level, with no clear way to level up. Kafka's desire to join the defense force and fight kaiju isn't just a dream. It's a core part of his identity. He's passionate about his goal, even if his current job doesn't reflect it. This passion, combined with his everyday struggles, make him a character we can all root for. It's the classic story of a hero trapped in a mundane world, waiting for his moment to shine. Mina Ashiro is not just a side character. She's central to Kafka's motivations and the story's emotional depth. Mina and Kafka were childhood friends who promised to fight kaiju together. Mina, now a top member of the defense force, represents everything Kafka aspired to be. She's like the high-level character you're always aiming up to catch up to in your favorite RPG. Mina's role as captain of the Defense Force 3rd Division makes her a key player in the fight against kaiju. Her strength and determination are evident, and her leadership inspires those around her. But don't let her stoic exterior fool you. Mina has her own struggles and burdens, adding layers to her character. Their shared history and the promise they made are poignant elements of the story. Kafka's longing to be by her side, fighting alongside her as equals, is a driving force behind his actions. It's the kind of emotional motivation that adds depth to his character and raises the stakes for his journey. Kafka's transformation into Kaiju No. 8 is the turning point of the series. It's not just a power-up, it's a complete upheaval of his life. Kafka gains the ability to transform into a kaiju with incredible strength and regenerative abilities. Imagine waking up one day with superpowers, only to discover that they come with their own set of problems and responsibilities. As Kaiju No. 8, Kafka is a formidable opponent, but his transformation comes with significant challenges. He must keep his identity a secret from the Defense Force, who are actively hunting kaiju. Kafka's struggle to control his new powers while concealing his identity adds layers of tension and intrigue to the story. It's like being a superhero with a secret identity, but in reverse. He's a monster trying to blend in with humanity. Kaiju No. 8 is rich in lore and world building. The world has been plagued by kaiju for years, and the Defense Force is humanity's primary defense. Kaiju are not just random monsters. They are evolving and developing new abilities, posing an ever-increasing threat. It's like the kaiju are on a power-up spree, constantly raising the stakes for our heroes. The series uses some unique lingo that adds to its immersive world-building. Terms like kaiju weapon and monster sweeper incorporated help establish the setting and give depth to the story. The show also explores the relationship between kaiju and humanity, presenting them as both threats and objects of fear. It's a complex world where not everything is black and white, and each kaiju encounter adds a new layer of understanding. The Defense Force is filled with memorable characters who add depth and intrigue to the series. Leno Ichikawa, Kafka's best friend, is a key figure. Leno's unwavering support for Kafka, despite Kafka's secret, adds a layer of loyalty and camaraderie to the story. Their bromance is a highlight, showcasing the importance of friendship even in the face of overwhelming odds. Kikuro Shinomiya, a young and powerful Defense Force member, is another standout character. Her arrogance and privilege might make her seem like a typical tsundere, but her skills and dedication to fighting kaiju make her a more formidable ally. She's the type of character who might seem aloof, but proves her worth in the heat of battle. The Defense Force leadership, including seasoned veterans and high-ranking officials, provides a sense of gravitas and authority. Their dedication to protecting humanity and their relentless pursuit of kaiju add tension to the story. These characters add depth to the world, making it clear that the fight against kaiju is not just a job, it's a crucial mission to ensure humanity's survival. One of the highlights of Kaiju No. 8 is its thrilling battles. The series delivers some of the most exciting kaiju fights, showcasing Kafka's abilities and the challenges he faces. Each battle is a spectacle, with dynamic animation and intense action sequences. It's like watching a series of epic boss fights, each one raising the stakes and pushing Kafka to his limits. The kaiju themselves are diverse and imaginative, with unique designs and abilities. Each one presents a new challenge, forcing Kafka to adapt and grow. The animation during these fights is fluid and energetic, capturing the scale and impact of the battles. It's a visual feast that keeps you on the edge of your seat. Kafka's training and power-ups are also a major focus. As he learns to control his kaiju form, he undergoes significant development, both physically and mentally. His growth is a central part of the story, and each new power-up feels earned and impactful. Beyond the action, Kaiju No. 8 explores Kafka's emotional journey. Kafka's transformation is not just a physical change, it's a profound shift in his sense of self. He grapples with the duality of his existence, being both a human and a kaiju. This internal struggle adds a layer of depth to his character and makes his journey more compelling. Kafka's desire to prove himself and fulfill his childhood promise to Mina is a driving force in the story. His struggles with his own identity and the challenges he faces in hiding his powers add emotional weight to the narrative. It's a story about overcoming personal doubts and fighting for a greater purpose. The series also explores themes of identity, loyalty, and redemption. Kafka's journey is one of self-discovery and redemption, as he seeks to prove his worth and find his place in a world that's constantly changing. It's a journey that resonates on a personal level, making the story more relatable and engaging. So why should Kaiju No. 8 be at the top of your watch list? Well, this anime has everything you could want from a shonen adventure. An underdog protagonist with a relatable dream, epic battles against formidable foes, and a richly developed world full of lore and intrigue. Kaiju No. 8 stands out not just for its action-packed sequences, but also for its heartfelt character moments and the unique twist on the kaiju genre. Kafka Hibino's journey from a mundane life to becoming one of the most powerful kaiju is both thrilling and inspiring. The anime balances intense combat scenes with emotional depth, making it a well-rounded experience that caters to both action enthusiasts and those looking for a meaningful story. It's like getting the best of both worlds, epic battles and a character-driven narrative. The dynamic between Kafka and the other characters, particularly Mina and his loyal friend Leno, adds layers to the story. Their interactions and the personal stakes involved make every battle and plot twist more impactful. It's the kind of series where you get emotionally invested in the characters and their growth. The kaiju designs and the creative use of powers and abilities keep the series visually engaging. The world building is immersive, with kaiju battle contributing to a larger narrative about humanity's struggle against these monstrous threats. It's a visual spectacle that's as engaging as it is entertaining. In summary, Kaiju No. 8 is a must-watch for fans of action, adventure, and character-driven stories. Whether you're drawn to the epic kaiju battles, the intriguing world-building, or the emotional depth of Kafka's journey, this series has something for everyone. Grab some snacks, get comfortable, and dive into this thrilling anime that's sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. But before we dive deeper into Kafka's journey and the intense battles that await, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Anigo, and ring that bell icon so you never miss a recap. We're just getting started and there's so much more to explore in the world of Kaiju No. 8. Kafka's mundane life is upended when he is attacked by a small kaiju while on the job. Instead of killing him, the creature invades his body, triggering a bizarre transformation. Now able to morph into a powerful kaiju, Kafka is initially horrified by his new abilities. The episode introduces us to Kafka's world and his strained relationship with Mina, setting the stage for the intense internal and external conflicts that define his journey. Determined to fulfill his long-held dream, Kafka decides to apply for the JDF, despite the risks his kaiju form presents. The episode highlights the entrance exams where Kafka must compete against much younger and more skilled candidates. Here we meet Kikoru Shinomiya, a fierce and talented recruit with a complicated relationship with her father, the JDF commander. Kikoru's rivalry with Kafka adds a dynamic element to the story, as he struggles to keep his kaiju powers hidden. Kafka's first mission with the JDF is a trial by fire. As part of the 3rd Division, he's thrust into a battle against a powerful kaiju, where he must use his abilities without revealing his true nature. The action in this episode is intense, with Kafka balancing on a knife's edge as he fights to protect his comrades while hiding his secret. The episode also deepens his bond with Leno Ichikawa, a fellow recruit who quickly becomes Kafka's closest ally. Kafka's worst fears begin to materialize as the JDF starts investigating the mysterious Kaiju No. 8. His superior, Gen Narumi, becomes increasingly suspicious, and Kafka's anxiety reaches new heights. This episode delves into Kafka's internal struggle, as he battles the urge to use his powers openly while grappling with the fear of being exposed. The tension between Kafka and Narumi adds an extra layer of suspense, as every move Kafka makes is scrutinized. As the JDF faces off against a particularly deadly kaiju, Kafka and Kikoru find themselves fighting side by side. Kikoru, who initially sees Kafka as a washed-up has-been, begins to respect him for his bravery and skills. This episode highlights the developing bond between the two, as they learn to trust and rely on each other in battle. It's also a turning point for Kafka, as he starts to see himself as more than just a man hiding a secret, but a soldier capable of making a difference. The pressure of maintaining his secret identity takes a toll on Kafka's mental and emotional well-being. This episode is a deep dive into Kafka's psyche as he wrestles with the duality of his existence. The philosophical themes of identity and self-acceptance are front and center, as Kafka questions whether he can truly control the kaiju within him or if he's destined to become a threat to those he loves. The episode ends with a cliffhanger, as Kafka faces a choice that could change everything. Kafka's secret is finally exposed, and the fallout is immediate and catastrophic. The JDF, including Mina, is forced to confront the reality that one of their own is Kaiju No. 8. This episode is packed with action and emotion, as Kafka goes on the run, fighting to survive against both the kaiju threat and his former comrades. The stakes are at their highest, and Kafka's resolve is tested like never before. In the climactic battle, Kafka must face not only the JDF, but also a powerful kaiju threatening to destroy everything he holds dear. This episode brings Kafka's journey full circle, as he embraces his kaiju form to protect those he loves, even if it means sacrificing himself. The themes of responsibility and redemption are at the forefront, as Kafka finally accepts who he is and what he must do. Kafka's transformation into Kaiju No. 8 sets the stage for the entire series. This arc is about self-discovery and the fear of the unknown, as Kafka grapples with his new identity and the implications it has for his future. The tension between his human and kaiju sides drives the story forward, creating a compelling narrative that explores the duality of human nature. Kafka's journey to join the JDF is a testament to his determination and courage. This arc highlights the challenges he faces, both physical and psychological, as he competes against younger and more skilled recruits while hiding his true nature. The test arc is a classic underdog story, where Kafka's grit and resilience are put to the test in a high-stakes environment. As a member of the 3rd Division, Kafka's life becomes a delicate balancing act. This arc focuses on his efforts to protect his comrades, while keeping his kaiju identity a secret. The battles are intense, and the stakes are high, as Kafka navigates the dangerous world of kaiju hunting while trying to stay under the radar. The relationships he builds with Leno and Kikaru add depth to the story, making the action scenes even more impactful. Kafka's internal conflict takes center stage in this arc, as he wrestles with the implications of his dual identity. The psychological themes of fear, self-doubt, and acceptance are explored in depth, making this arc one of the most emotionally resonant in the series. Kafka's journey of self-discovery is not just about mastering his powers, but about coming to terms with who he is and what he must do to protect those he cares about. The series culminates in a dramatic revelation that changes everything for Kafka and the JDF. This series is about facing the truth and dealing with the consequences of one's actions. The battles are fierce, the emotions raw, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Kafka's final stand is a powerful moment of redemption, as he embraces his true identity and fights for what he believes in, no matter the cost. Kafka's transformation into a kaiju forces him to confront other darker aspects of his personality. The anime explores the duality of human nature, asking whether he can truly control the monstrous potential within us. Kafka's journey is one of self-acceptance, as he learns to embrace his dual nature and find balance between his human and kaiju sides. The series emphasizes the importance of responsibility, both to oneself and to others. Kafka's decision to use his powers for good, despite the risk, speaks to the theme of responsibility. He's constantly aware of the power he wields and the potential for destruction that comes with it, driving him to act cautiously and always put the safety of others before his own desires. Kafka's fears of being rejected by society because of his kaiju form is a powerful exploration of the theme of acceptance. The anime challenges viewers to consider what it means to be human and the importance of accepting others, even when they're different. Kafka's journey is one of self-acceptance as well. He must learn to accept himself, kaiju form and all, before he can truly find peace. And that's our wrap on Kafka Hibino's epic journey in Kaiju No. 8. From an average Joe to a powerful kaiju, his story is one of self-discovery, responsibility, and the fight for acceptance. If you enjoyed this recap, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and let us know in the comments what anime you'd like for us to cover next. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified when our next video drops. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on Anigo, anime recaps on the go.